Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky padres, what's going on? As you can tell by the title, this is my 1 year anniversary. New Year's Day, I started this channel 2013, and it's now New Year's Day 2014. So a few things I want to just kind of share with you, kind of like my year in review, I guess. So let's go. Alright, so first things first, I started the channel 1 year ago today, which is pretty crazy. I can't say that I intended on sticking with this for over a year. No, maybe not over a year, for sticking with it. I don't know. I don't know actually what I expected of this channel, but for hitting the 1 year mark, it's pretty sweet. I feel like I've actually accomplished quite a bit, more than I thought I would. I mean, well, I'm just gonna kind of give you some highlights of the year for me. I went back and did a little research on the channel, but here's just some random stuff that happened this last year. So on February 7th of 2013, my family and I all went on a trip to Disney World, and while we were planning on going there, I thought to myself, it'd be really awesome to do a review mid-air on the flight. So you can go back to my video. I think I said it was like the Mile High review or something like that, where I did a review of the Marvel Universe versus the Avengers. But it was just terrible. The sound of the plane was just so loud, and you can hardly hear my voice. And I was trying to do a review like tucked into this this airplane seat, and it was it was just awful. But I thought it was a cool idea, so there was that. I hit 100 subscribers, I think, pretty quickly. Like I said, I never anticipated doing much of anything as far as this channel is concerned. I just, when I started off, I didn't think, I didn't even know there was a community out here of people doing comic book reviews. It was just kind of an idea I had, because I was thinking about doing music reviews, like CDs that were coming out and doing reviews on albums, but everything that was coming out at the time was just kind of making me upset, and I didn't want to go through and do that. So I thought the next thing I was really trying to get into was comic books. So I was thinking to myself, well, I could just kind of do reviews of comic books. And I think my first review was of Morbius #1, and my first subscriber was 604 Comics, and he just kind of said something like along the lines of, welcome to the community. And I didn't realize that there was a community until I went and watched his videos, and then watched who was subscribed to him and who he was subscribed to, and like just kind of got swept up in the network of everybody. And I hit 100 subs actually 2 days after my birthday on March 6th. So that was really, really cool. It's just, it was amazing to me that 100 people would bother to subscribe to my channel. of me talking nonsense about comic books. So that was awesome, and I ended up doing a contest and gave away 3 prizes. I think it was 3 prizes. And it's funny because the people that ended up winning are like some of my best friends on here, like the incredible CJ, Frank Comic Noob, and John DaCosta. So that was really, really cool. Moving on a little bit. I forget. I hit 200 subscribers the next month. Like almost, it was like 34 days after I hit 100 subscribers, I hit 200 subscribers. And at that time, I didn't have enough time to get ready for another contest, so I just kind of did shout-outs to everybody that subscribed to me. Sitting in my car on lunch at work, and I just rattled off all the names that I wrote down, and that was really cool. And then after that, I had my first Sunday brunch show, April 14th. And the 2 guests were King Gooch and Tim, Vamplu 444. And that was kind of like the birth of Sunday brunch. That kind of came about from me usually not having to work on Sundays and nobody having a show on Sundays around that time. I know Excalibur Brits, like I did it. We did our show Sunday at noon Eastern, and Excalibur Brits came on at like 1 Eastern. So did our show for like an hour, then switched over to Excalibur Brits and watched them. And that was cool. It's kind of grown quite a bit since then. Had a ton of people on. I actually made a list of all the people that I've had on. We've had King Gooch, Vamplu 444, the rest of my 4 guys crew, Dark Nate, Incredible CJ, Frank Comic Noob, Captain Cummings was on, John DaCosta I've had on a few times, Kevin, the Spins 1390, Adam, Ink Junkie was on a few times, Longbox Weekly Comic Book Review, Mike, he's been on quite a few times, Wellington, the Comic Book Lowdown, he's been on a bunch, and actually took over for me for a while when I couldn't do Sundays. He kind of took the reins and hosted it. Doomfly Daddy's been on, Mr. CDC AMP, Travis Oddfellow's Thoughts, James Crowder, Scott Custom Bromstar, Dr. Monkeybot, and MAW0001. We kind of did a crossover Sunday brunch, Excalibur Brits, Bat Chat, which was probably one of the highlights for me this year. Just being able to talk with 3 people that I admired quite a bit. And I can't tell you how extremely nervous I was for that show. Johnny and I both talked about how nervous we were because the way Adam did his shows, he had kind of a set schedule and set topics that he wanted to discuss. And he sent us an email prior to the show, and I had to get notes ready and have stuff prepared, and I just wasn't used to that because on 4 guys, we just go. We just end up talking about whatever we talk about, and to have kind of a set thing and have an organized show was really different. I thought it was fantastic. I kind of wanted to start doing brunch that way, but brunch just ended up being 4 guys on Sunday, really. And it's just been fantastic. I love doing Sunday brunch whenever I get the chance, and I really, really appreciate all those people that have been on the show, and everybody who takes part in the comments. It's just a fun time for me. Like, I love doing setup videos where I show you my haul, or I do my lightning round reviews and tell you what I think about books. But the best part of being a part of YouTube and part of the community is doing hangouts and talking live to people that you grow these relationships with. That's just the best part for me, and I really enjoy that. I'm really glad that we get to do things like that. I think it's fantastic. Next, the next thing that happened big in my life was being a part of the Four Guys show. Originally, it started out with Frank, Comic Noob, Incredible CJ, and the Dark Knight 40 doing a Three Guys, One Live show. Then, after, I think it was just a couple weeks, I think it was like 3 weeks that they did it, maybe a few more. I had mentioned I love watching the show, whatever, blah, 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 and CJ was like, well, why don't you join us? I was like, that would be awesome to be a part of it. I thought he meant just for 1 week. So I jumped on, and we talked and had a great time and went over our books for the week and what we were getting the next week and went over some news, and we just all kind of got together really well. And at the end of the show, I think CJ was like, hey, why don't you come on next week? And so I came on next week, and same thing. And it just kind of developed into this where we changed it to Four Guys. So that's kind of it. That was like the birth of Four Guys, and that was awesome to have a weekly chat with my friends about comics and everything we read, and like going at each other, and just kind of like, you know, we talk about it all the time, the four of us, and we talk about how we're like brothers, because we have that bond. Like, we all feel that way. It's just awesome. It's really, really awesome, and I appreciate that so much, and I really do love you guys so much. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. You guys are for real. You're like brothers to me, and I love you guys. The next thing that happened for me this year would have been hitting 300 subs. Oh shit, I kind of skipped something. My bad. Actually, before all that happened, in May, I went to Motor City Comic Con, and this was the first Comic Con where I was serious about comic books. I've been to Comic Cons a bunch of times before, but it was mostly to see media guests. There was always somebody from Star Wars there, and I'd go and I'd get their autograph or whatever, and get a picture taken, and that was always fun. But this year was the first year where I was super into comics, and I was looking really forward to going and getting a whole bunch of stuff and meeting some writers and artists. And I did. I met, you know, like Tony Moore. I met, man, I can't think of everybody I met. George Perez. I can't remember. There was a bunch. I met a bunch of people. Got a ton of books. Spent like $200 there, and I got to meet one of my best friends on here. I got to meet Dark Knight 40. Nate and I kind of made a plan to meet up, and we ended up meeting up and spending a good chunk of the day together, going to see artists, picking up books, digging through boxes together. I put up a video of kind of just a real quick clip video of what happened that day, and it was awesome. I had a great time, and it was cool. And actually, we're planning on going to Motor City Comic Con again this year, and this year we're going to have a few extra people with us from the community, and I'm super stoked about that. But that's coming this year, May. You've already heard a whole bunch about it, and I'm sure you'll hear a whole bunch more about it as it gets closer. But it's going to be an awesome time, and I'm super excited. So, moving on from joining Four Guys, in July, I ended up hitting 300 subs, and it amazed me how quickly my channel was growing. And I've said it before, like, I had never anticipated getting more than like a sub. You know what I mean? It was just kind of really cool to be getting up there, and we say it a lot, and I mean it. I really do. The numbers don't mean much, but when you get that recognition, it's kind of like what you're doing kind of means something. I mean, it doesn't, because it's just comic books, and it's just reviews and hauls and chats and all that. But obviously people are watching and they enjoy it, and if they enjoy it, I enjoy making videos. So it's just, I don't know, it's difficult to explain. Like, I don't really care about how many subscribers I have, but I care about all my subscribers. It's hard to explain, but I had a contest for that one. Hero Hunter 81 won that contest. Ended up doing an unboxing video, which was really great, and appreciate that. And that was cool. Then we move on to October, and I hit my 400 subscribers, and it blows my mind that many people would care enough about any of my videos to subscribe. You know what I mean? It really does blow my mind. But I held a contest for that one, and Sarah Smash won that one, and she just did an unboxing video like a couple days ago, because that's when I finally got to get it out and send to her. It was like last week, 2 days after Christmas or something. But I think at this point I'm at 474 subscribers, which is just amazing. It's amazing, and I want to thank every single one of you so much for taking the time out of any of your days to watch some stupid videos that I put up of comic books. It's insane, but thank you very, very much. This year has been phenomenal. That's the only way to describe it. It's just been phenomenal. I've put out 273 videos. This one will be 274. Had 27,000 views on my videos. This is a few things. The most popular video I did, which is really funny, is my abbreviated vinyl record collection video that has over 1,000 views. That has absolutely nothing to do with comics. But the one that has comic content is my Motor City Comic Con haul. That one has the most views. What else did I write down? The amount of books I got. So when I started this channel, I had maybe 30 single issues and 2 trades, maybe. At last count that I just did, I have 2 CG Seed comics, which are awesome, that I picked up really cheap, and I love them. I have 56 trades. That's hardcovers and paperbacks. And the big number, which is a huge, it's not a huge surprise, but it's pretty ridiculous, going from 30 single issues to 1,594 issues. And I blame every single one of you for that. Because without you guys, I would not pick up probably half of these titles that I've picked up. But also on that note, thank you so much for growing my spectrum of comic book reading. Because for real, without you guys, I wouldn't come across half these books. And I'm really glad that I have you guys to bring that knowledge and everything to me. So, yeah, that's pretty much 2013 in review for my channel, and it's pretty insane. I'm really looking forward to this year. There's a lot that's going on, and I'm super stoked about it. And I'm just looking forward to having another great year with you guys. I really am. Yeah. So, thank you very much for a great 2013, for making this year awesome. And I look really forward to 2014. It'll be some pretty sweet times, I think. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye.